Welcome everyone to the podcast. I am Tiger, and today we are going to talk about Mare of Easttown, starring Kate Winslet, who used to be in Titanic. I give it a 5-star review. Foxy, how many stars do you give the show?
I give them also 5. Yes, Tiger, definitely 5.
Okay, excellent. So everybody, we're just going to go through why we gave it a 5-star. This is a spoiler alert. So if you have not seen it and you want to see it first, then go ahead, do that, then come back because we're going to discuss parts of the show that will be spoiled. It's going to spoil it for you. The show was very good. So I'll start. I liked it very much. The story was well written. So it's on HBO. It was done very, very well. And I liked that it made sense. I couldn't find any plot holes. It moved slow in a way, but the action was good, fast, and there were many really surprising things that I couldn't predict. So it was refreshing the way it was written. So those are some of the broad strokes. I'll get into a little more details. How about you, Foxy? What are some of the broad things that you liked?
I only can echo what you just now said. I thought the storyline was fantastic. There was no in the future, in the past, going back, none of this annoying stuff. It appeared that the writer actually thought the people who watch going to have a brain and imagination. So thank you. Yes, for that reason, I loved the movie.
Well, TV show, but it was almost like a movie. It was a limited series that also ended. I do like that, by the way. No milking season 2, thank God. So I like that it fully ended. I also like how actually at the end it was like the beginning. She walks in there and there's mundane calls to the police station. I did like that. So it's kind of poetic. It's kind of ended in the way it started. All right, let's get into some of the big twists and the big themes of the show. So I'll start with what I liked is it wasn't like one serial killer like in every other show. So I've seen like hundreds of these over the years. It was like 2, but you couldn't predict, and you were leaning towards it was 1. And then they threw in uh, the the writer. I forgot his name, but that guy who was the writer, I thought he was the bad guy. So that was a really great distraction. What did you think about that approach?
Yeah, Richard, I definitely thought that there is something wrong with this guy. I thought he was shady and I didn't trusted him at all.
Yeah, and then when we're talking about that, the priest, they went against the stereotype. Like they made it look like the priest was bad, especially when he threw the bike. Because I first thought he wasn't bad, and then you thought he was bad, but it turns out he wasn't.
Yeah, for me, he played the role very, very well of being accused. And this is a poor guy. No, he didn't do it.
But when he threw the bike, they literally just spoon fed us. So that was a really good distraction because I bought it. When he threw the bike, I said, "Oh my God, another bad priest in the movie."
Yeah.
So so that was good. And then in reality, so there's one horrible tragedy, the way I see it, which is the guy who abducted the women and kept them up in the attic in like a cage for like a year. So he was the bad guy. And then the other crime, so it's split into 2 crimes. The other crime is basically all impulse that started with the dad cheating. I guess tackle one of them. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Oh, the guy in the basement. I mean, who had those 2 young women hidden in the basement.
Well, the attic, but because it was
it the attic?
Yeah, they had to go. Mayor had to go upstairs. Remember when she was in front of it, then she came down and managed to grab the gun from the colleague who was shot. But anyway, so start with that. Go ahead with him.
you just summarized it. But yes, so the young women, they were hidden in the attic, and then like crazy, they were rattling on this heating pipe. And this is when the 2 cops knew something wasn't quite right and they had to investigate it. But the bad guy, he had already the gun, and oh my God, he shot this male cop who Mare just learned to like. So that really was heartbreaking.
It was, and it was done very well. If I was a police officer there, when that started rattling, I would have had my arm on the gun. Maybe he still would shoot me, but I would be ready. And it was a tragedy that Mayor didn't get backup which she didn't get back up again when she went to the creek over there.
Mhm.
So we'll talk about that in a minute. But she didn't get back up. And I think when they start rattling, they should have walked out of there. It doesn't matter. The girls will still be up there, call backup, or the guy, because she didn't have a gun. She had that incident where the chief relieved her and she had no gun. So what did you think? How would you handle that situation differently if you were in mayor's position when they went and they suspected that the girls were up there? Obviously, in the beginning, they didn't suspect it.
Right, they didn't suspect it, but then they pointed at the pack of cigarettes, and you remember the young
Yeah, that's right. When she
prostitute.
came in,
So,
either her or her colleague pointed at the
yeah,
cigarettes.
so they really by 90%, I think they had a hatch. He would be the guy, the bad guy. So if to answer your question, I probably would have done what Mayor did. I would have reacted right then and there. So this the guy really doesn't have a chance to hurt those women.
Oh, you think he would go execute them
Mhm.
before the backup gets there? So yeah, you
Yeah.
have a point there. Okay, I wasn't thinking about it that way. Anyway, that was very well done, I think. And
Yeah,
and the way, you know, at the end she was shot too. She's laying there, and that's how the episode ended. So it was done very, very, very well. And we
yeah.
still after that had 2 episodes left.
But excuse me,
Yeah.
Tiger. What I also liked is they showed us the way how her colleague got shot, but they didn't go into the blood and gory.
Oh
So it
yeah, I
was
like
like,
that. I'm sick and tired of that. Why don't they have to
yeah,
like give us all that blood? They
yeah,
pull out organs sometimes. I mean, we don't need that. We got the idea. Okay,
yep,
spare us.
yeah.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you. That was
Please
excellent.
please continue.
Okay, so I was gonna say after that, somehow Mayor bit by bit pieced together that there was some other things going on, and one thing led to the other, and it was really I suspected something was going on, but she then pieced together, I guess, the brother, and I forgot his name. There's 2 brothers.
Right. One is Billy, and I think the other
Billy,
one is Frank.
yeah, and Billy is the guy who they thought killed the girl in the stream, and I forgot her name, which is the whole story started that way.
Hmm.
But that was really the best twist done. Billy and Frank. Frank is the father of the boy who had the problem,
Hmm.
and they basically were covering up for the boy. The boy killed the girl,
Hmm.
and it was a whole mess. The
Hmm.
father of the boy, of the little baby who got now orphaned, pretty much wasn't the father.
Hmm.
Thought Billy was the father. Billy wasn't the father. It was the guy who couldn't keep his zipper closed. And he
Hmm.
really is at lots of fault because his son at the final twist killed the girl. I guess try to tell me how you thought how that was done. I thought that was the best plot twist I've seen on TV in a long time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought, the father, the teacher. So I said, oh no, he wouldn't do that. And then, when the wife said, oh, the wife overheard the boy and the dad saying, okay, that's our secret. That's our secret. Don't tell. Don't tell.
Yeah, and I thought that secret was just cheating. It wasn't
Uh-huh.
secret. It was really the secret that they put away the girl because the
Yeah.
father went and made it look like somebody from the party killed her.
Yeah. And then when the boy, it was really quite amazing how the boy was hiding. He used his dad's cell phone to text her to let her know, oh, yeah, let's meet such and such a place. So, and the girl, obviously, she went there. So, this is how she left the priest's car with her bicycle in his trunk, just in case you're wondering how that got there. So, she went to this bridge to meet her lover, which is the dad, right? But instead, the son was there. How old is he, Tiger? What do you think?
I
11,
know.
14?
No. 8,
Younger?
9, something like that. Let's
Oh,
say 10. Let's just say 10.
okay. So the 10-year-old boy was waiting in the bridge with his gun from a gentleman who was in the army and he used to mow his lawn. I mean, what a
Yeah.
twist. So, and he shot the girl.
Yeah, and that's how Mary actually discovered was the boy. So first, it was all nicely wrapped up because the father and the uncle were willing totally to sacrifice themselves so the boy doesn't go to jail. So they went and lied. And the first hint was when he couldn't totally say where he shot the girl because the father repeated the story to Mayor of what the son said. And he said, well, I shot her in the face. Otherwise, he would have said exactly where he shot her if he shot her, which he didn't.
Yeah.
So he repeated everything of what the son said because he was willing to sacrifice himself for the son. So that's in a way what a normal father would probably do. So all that seemed very, very accurate and believable. But then Mayor got a call from the retired army guy or whoever had the gun that the kid was mowing the lawn. And she put 2 and 2 together because he said there's 2 bullets missing. And when she heard that, she kind of pieced it together. And then she went to the baseball game, saw the kid. Kid immediately knew that Mayor knew, ran to the mom. And then at that point, Mayor is the only person on earth who knew the kid killed the girl. And then that's where I think half the people or a big chunk of the people would just let it be. You know, the father is going to jail. This is what the mom said. Why did you have to come? She broke the friendship up. Would you put the kid in jail or would you do what Mayor did? Put the kid to jail or do what the mom wanted is let the kid go?
Well, I'm a very emotional person. So I would say 60% I would have put that little rascal into jail just because that's the law. And 40% of me would say, oh, come on, let him go, you know, and save your friendship with the mom. So that's my answer.
It's tough. I was thinking about that, and I think I would put him to jail because I think it's good for the kid. Because if he goes unchecked, when he becomes 18, 20, 30, he could really do lots of harm to the society. This way, he's going to get to think about it in jail and he'll have some treatment and this and that. Obviously, it's not going to be easy, but I think it's better. He goes, especially in a small town, he goes to jail, he gets through that, he comes out at 18 or earlier, then he's going to have a better check on his anger because obviously he has some anger issues and he's already going to be damaged no matter what. Either one is not ideal. If Mayor didn't cover it up and let it go like the mom said, the kid would have a possible chance of being very, very bad as an adult. So I would do what Mayor did. So I kind of agree. And then I thought it was good when Lori forgave Mayor at the end. How did you think about that?
Yeah, I liked it. And I really liked this priest who was accused by pretty much his congregation. His congregation, thank you. So he forgave them. But then I thought his message also, you know, go and forgive others. Forgive yourself and forgive others. And that is what made Mayor to go and see her friend. Lori, is it Lori?
Yeah,
Laura?
Lori, 8 months later.
8 months later. So they finally made up. It took that long to heal partially enough to forgive each other.
Yeah. So I thought it was really well done. So you guys, what do you think? Did you like the movie? What were the best parts of the movie? And how come we don't have more series? Oh, well, I keep saying movie, limited series, almost like a long 8-hour movie. What did you guys think about it? And do you want to see more like that? I certainly do. And what are your final words, Foxy?
To be kind to, just be kind to everybody and to yourself.
All right. And like, subscribe, and share the video if you can. And also let us know what else you want us to review. All right. I got to bounce. See ya, Foxy.
Okay. Bounce, Tiger. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.